Okay, so I accidentally shut my camera off there. Let me try this again. Okay, where's my snippers? I'll separate these. So stick the negative in the negative, and the positive in the positive. Let's see what our rating is. Okay, see, from here I've got everything wired down, 14 gauge wire running down into here. This one here, the line on it is my positive, other one's my negative. Just kind of shove those in there, and I'm getting a reading of about 1.6 ohms. Close enough to 1.5 for me. And it flashes between 1.6 and 1.5 every now and then. So that's alright. That's pretty much what we're looking for. Pretty good little multimeter by Innova. Yeah, I'll get this all hooked up once I get my amp, and then I'll do a demo, and yeah, gonna dedicate the first video to MitchBoy08 because he helped me with finding the best suited amp for these two subs and their setup, because these are 400 watt RMS subs. And then as it turned out, when I pulled them out, I didn't really notice before, but they're dual 6 ohm subs. So wired down, I mean, I'm getting 1.5 ohms, so I mean, it's gonna draw from that amp and give me a medium between the 2 ohm load and the 1 ohm load. So it's 600 watts at 2 ohms, 1200 watts at 1 ohm. So wiring it at 1.5 ohm, draw from the amp, I'm gonna be getting a medium between 600 and 1200. So I think it'll end up being about 900. So I'll be pushing, yeah, I think about 450 watts per sub, which, I mean, they're rated 400 RMS, 800 peak. I mean, you don't wanna overpower subwoofers, as far as I've ever heard, but you don't want to underpower them either. And the rule of thumb I've heard from anyone is underpowering is worse than overpowering. And I really don't think 50 watts pushed extra to each sub is really going to kill them, because, well, it's only 50 watts each. So I don't even actually know how much I was running to them before on my 2-channel legacy amp. I mean, yeah, it's pushing them pretty hard. I mean, you could see from my demos, most people who climbed in my car thought I was running about 1,000 watt system. And I mean, when I tuned it off the site, the Ohm's Law site, I actually had it input as them being dual 4 ohm subs, but I mean, seeing as they weren't, the volt reading that I ended up looking for on the voltmeter was wrong. So I mean, I don't even know what I was running them at before now. So it was loud and moved stuff around pretty good in here, so I'm guessing it was the better part of probably anywhere between 800 to 1,000 watts or something like that. Wish I knew more, but I mean, that amp's done now. I mean, it's a pretty old amp. So yeah, I'll post another video when I get the new Hyphonics amp in. I'm gonna finish this up right away, get these mounted back in my box, and sit and wait, I guess, because UPS tracking site says it should be here Friday. Whether it gets here Friday or not is another story. I hope it does. But yeah, that's the latest thing that's going on for me. I mean, if these guys happen to crap out in the next little while, I've been actually looking into maybe getting some Scar Audios. Two 12-inch Scar Audios. They're actually pretty reasonably priced for the ones I've been looking at. They're 600 watts RMS, so I mean, for that high phonics amp, that'll be perfect. I can run the dual 4-ohm ones at a 1-ohm load and get the full maximum benefit of that high phonics Zeus amp. Yeah, there's a couple other brands of subs I've been looking at. Obsidian, Massive Audio, which, interestingly enough, this MA Audio that's not Massive Audio. They're actually a company that's like MIA right now. They have a website, but it still has, for like the past 2 years, said coming soon, and there's still nothing going on with it. But, I mean, hey, they make good stuff, so I don't know what's going on with that. So, I mean, there's a few brands out there that I've been considering. My top choices are definitely the Scar Audio 12-inch subwoofers and the Massive Audio Kilos. There's a couple other ones that I'm thinking about. An Obsidian, there's one on there. Maybe it's not an Obsidian, I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe it was an Orion or something like that. Either way, there's a few brands I've been thinking about. I'll see when the time comes. I mean, I'm hoping these ones don't decide to go on me. They're still pretty solid and everything. I mean, coning looks alright. But I really like to get one of those newer style ones where they got the threading around the edge too. So, we'll see when the time comes. Anyways, comment, subscribe, like if you guys want. Yeah.